Hey ladies, a very happy Monday. I am cooking some dinner, doing some meal prep, so you can hear the pressure cooker in the back. And I want to cook this tofu that I've had. You know, I buy tofu very enthusiastically and then I never use it. I don't know why. It's just not something that I don't typically think of because I'm the only one eating it most of the time. My husband's not a big fan of tofu. And so anyway, I'm cooking this tofu and I just thought I'd come hop on live and talk to you a little about your rate of weight loss. So whenever you get on a weight loss journey, especially in your perimenopause years, the question is always, well, how fast can I lose weight? I had a conversation recently with someone who was like, well, Charmy, you know, you say 6 months, but I was able to lose weight in 3 months when I worked with someone else. And I was like, yeah, but the thing is, if you can't keep that weight off, what's the point of it, right? So that rate of weight loss is often at the top of most women's minds, like how soon can I see results? Now, I always believe in being honest, transparent, because I'm like, that's what I would appreciate someone telling me. I'm just going to go off tangent a little bit. You know, there are business coaches out there that tell us fitness professionals that, you know, you can make this much money in this much time if you just follow my strategy. And I was always like, you know, that just doesn't sound right. So imagine if someone came to you and said, hey, just give me $100 and I'm going to turn it around and give you $10,000 in a month. And you're just instantly your radar is going to go up and be like, what crap, there's a Ponzi scheme, right? But so when it comes to money, we're very aware and very discerning that if someone's going to say they're going to make me that much money in a short period of time, absolutely it's bullshit. If it's too good to sound true. But when it comes to our weight loss, we actually want that tell me how soon can I lose weight. And when you see that marketing messaging where it's like, hey, lose weight very fast in this much time, you get attracted and you're like, oh yeah, you know, this is great, I don't have to wait too long to lose weight. But unfortunately, it's just setting yourself up for failure, a seriously failure, because once you lose the weight, right, then there's very little motivation to keep it off, because the way to keep it off is having these habits set foundationally. Only then you are able to keep it off, right? And that's where a lot of us fall short, because we've put in this work, we dieted, we gave up all our favorite foods, we gave up eating what we're used to eating only to lose weight, so that we can lose the weight, fit into the dress, and then the real struggle begins where it's like, okay, so how do I keep this weight off now? I mean, I'm gaining the weight back. And this is why, you know, diets like Optavia, which I'm not a fan of, I've been very vocal about it, is that it sets that women up for like, oh yeah, do this, lose the weight, and then you're gonna gain it back, and then you're gonna come back on this diet. And I've seen women do that. You know, I've seen friends who've gotten on the diet, lost the weight, and then they're like, I'm gaining my weight back. All right, so what is a realistic weight loss, rate of weight loss? Number one, it's going to matter. Yeah, what's going to matter is your starting point. Your starting point is going to make a difference on how quickly you'll be able to lose the weight. Your consistency in your lifestyle. Basically, your lifestyle is going to define your consistency. So your lifestyle is going to make a big difference in your rate of weight loss. Now, if you're a mom, like I've had a client, she's a mature mom, you know, she had her kids a little later. Her kids are younger while her body is going through changes. For her, honestly, like I've told her, is like you need to give yourself time, at least 2 years, to not only be able to keep that, drop the weight slowly and steadily, but really just to have that energy for your kids who are so young and they need your attention, right? And she's a career mom. And so when you have a career mom who has a job, a corporate job, that's what I mean by career mom, she has little kids and her body is going through changes in the perimenopausal years, that rate of weight loss is going to be very slow. And remember, weight loss, the graph is not linear. So it's not like you're dropping weight like this. It is literally like this, okay? Literally like this. And so that's your starting point is going to matter. Your current lifestyle is going to matter. The support you have in your life, generally speaking, is also going to make a difference. If you have a very supportive environment where in your family, everyone's behind you, they're like, hey, you know what, we got your back. what do you need? Well, get the groceries are done correctly. The kids are pretty independent. The husband's a little independent, not fully dependent on you. Then that makes a big difference. Your environment makes a difference. When I say environment, I'm also going to incorporate your social life. If you're an active, extremely social person with lots of outings throughout the week, including weekends, that's going to make a difference in your rate of weight loss. If you have in-laws living with you, all said and done, that matters, because this is not talked about enough on a 90-second reel, but your connection with your in-laws, your family members, whoever's living with you, the responsibility you have towards whoever's living with you, whether it's your parents or your in-laws, that makes a difference. If you're trying to lose weight while you have to take care of aging parents who are under your roof, that's going to make a difference in your rate of weight loss as well. So your environment is not just what's in your pants, in your house, who is who is needing your attention, who is providing you the support, makes a difference. So that environment makes one of the biggest differences for women. And what happens is, in the Indian household, a woman is always thinking about everybody else, paying very little attention to herself, and more often than not, the support she deserves is lacking. Okay, so it's a little tough for her. So the ladies who are in my Simply Strength program, they do this because it's so much easier for them to just literally go to another room with their dumbbells and mat, get their workout in, and be done. For them to even comprehend driving, going somewhere, getting a workout in, coming back, they're just like, I don't want to even waste that time. Okay, I don't want to waste that time. Just want to get it done, right? So that's what makes a difference. So that's what the environment is a big player. Your genetics will play a big role. So I have clients where I will have them do a little more stricter protocol because their genetics are not on their side, and they have just tried so many different things that's not worked. And so then they need to maybe put in a little extra work initially, and then we can sort of reset the button, so to speak, and then they're like, okay, I can take my foot off the pedal a little bit. So genetics plays a role. If you ever seen friends who are very skinny all the time, it feels like it's effortless for them to lose the weight, and you're like, but why? Why not me? Well, most likely their genetics are on their side. It makes a big difference for them. Personally, for me, my sister and I were very different. We're of the same parents, but we got a slightly different genetic code. I'm short, she's taller. She went on my dad, who's tall and lean. I went on my mom's side of the family. So for me, my body type, everything has always been different. So my protocol to work towards my goals is a little different than what my sister would have. Well, also, she hasn't gone into a perimenopause years yet. So we'll see what happens there. But that makes a difference. If you are come from a genetic a code where you're predisposed to diabetes, that might be something that you would have to pay attention to, and that could play a role. And then suppose during your pregnancies you got contracted hypothyroidism, like that got dysregulated, your thyroid hormone, then again that is going to play a role in the rate of weight loss for yourself. Okay, so genetics matters to a little bit. It does matters, but that is not to say that you have to give in to your genetics. Okay, there's a famous saying where it says genetic loads the gun, but it's the lifestyle that triggers it. Okay, so your lifestyle is going to play a big difference. So if your lifestyle is very erratic, you don't pay attention, obviously your genes are going to show. But if you have certain your certain genes are a certain way, but you change your lifestyle and you really do all the things needed to be done, then obviously you will enjoy the benefits of your hard work. Okay, so that will play a role in your rate of weight loss as well. All right, and then one other thing that plays a massive role for all women is their mindset. For women, I don't care what anybody says, your weight loss is going to start with this. A lot of us women have been conditioned to not trust ourselves. We've been conditioned to have that that language that you're not good enough, that don't try it. You're going to fail at it, or just drop it. You don't have time for this. Go ahead and take care of your family. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Don't take care of yourself. That's selfish for you to take care of yourself, or to even think about weight loss, like just do your best. That mindset, the self-limiting beliefs, all of those things holds a woman back, and she begins to identify, and her identity is based on that self-talk that she's given herself. So those of us who are moms, right, like we have that identity, like I am a mom. We don't say that I do mom. We don't say I do parenting. We say I am a mom. So when your identity is I am a mom, your actions are going to reflect your identity, right? Now, those of you who say I am vegetarian, then obviously your choices, your actions, everything reflects that, correct? Right? When you say that I am overweight, or like I am lazy, or I am active, or I am a perfectionist, then whatever you do is going to show that. So it's important to think about the language you use when you are on that weight loss journey, because I'll tell you, one of the hardest things to do is to try and lose weight. It's hard. It's not easy, because if it was, then right now the weight loss industry would not be worth freaking billions of dollars. We would not have all these ads. We would not have millions of apps telling you that do this workout, or we would not have all these protein-rich snacks constantly needing our attention. If it was easy, the internet or Instagram specifically would not be flooded, and your WhatsApp would not be flooded with things on how to lose weight and whatnot, right? Anything weight loss related. It is a hard thing. And so your language on how you approach your weight loss journey, the attitude you have towards it, is going to be a massive player. In my experience, the women who are, they kind of remove the attention a little, remove the what am I trying to say? They remove the emotion a little bit out of their journey, and then they approach it with this like, all right, what do I need to do? Here's what I'm thinking. What do you think, Charmy? Those women are my absolute favorite to work with. I'm not gonna lie. We work together as partners, and then we see those results, and they're able to keep it off. When you come in with that attitude that I want to do the work, tell me what I need to do, and here's what I'm thinking, what do you think? These are my thoughts. We work together, you're 100% going to see results. One of my favorite clients to date, that I always think of her, we had this time difference. I would wake up in the morning with like a whole paragraph on my WhatsApp. Charmy, here's what I've done, here's what I'm thinking, here's I thought, can you please get back to me when you get up? And I would just have all these questions. Minute I wake up, like I'd be alert, I'd like quickly brush my teeth, put my glasses, like answer her. And she's phenomenal, like just lost her weight. She went on vacation, she did everything that she needed to do, because she came in with that attitude, tell me what I gotta do, I'm gonna work, and here are my questions, and what do you think? Stupendous results, amazing, right? Till today, I'm kind of sort of in touch with her. So ladies, these are the things that are going to determine your weight of loss. Now, if you're like, okay, give me some numbers, like what should I aim for? So I'm going to give it to you in pounds, because that's what I'm comfortable with. I would do a conservative in 1 month, 4 weeks. If you can aim for a 5-pound drop in 6 months, do the math, 30 pounds down. Most importantly, the 30 pounds you lose are the 30 pounds you get to keep off and never have to think about again. Why? Because you're doing it with the view of creating a new normal, changing out your lifestyle, because in your mature years, in your perimenopause years, menopause years, your body is different, and therefore it's a different path you carve out for yourself for your weight loss journey. It's a different route you're taking. Same destination, but this route no longer works. You got to take a different route. It may not feel so scenic. Sometimes you're like, this sucks. Yes, sometimes it's boring. If you've ever gone on hikes, there are hikes which are very beautiful, nice, beautiful scenery all the time, changing. And then there are hikes which are the same old thing, like nothing changes. There's no change in scenery, but you just got to go and enjoy it and make the best of it, right? So think of it that way, okay? And as you keep going, you stay consistent, you change your lifestyle, you hit that mindset that I'm creating a new normal, whether I'm on vacation or whether somebody comes to visit me, or whether, you know, I'm off my routine a little bit here or there, you are bound to see your results, and then you're going to get there. In 6 months, my recommendation is aim for a 20-30 pound weight loss in your perimenopause, menopause years. In the past, before your hormones were doing its all song and dance, sure, you could have aimed for a 30-pound weight loss in like 4 months. You might have been able to do it. Now the body might be a little stubborn, you'll notice that, or you may lose it so fast and you went to gain it and now it's not budging. It's like, oh no, I'm not going to lose the weight. Okay? And the protocol, I've harped on it enough. I'm going to tell it to you again. It's the same old thing. Hit your protein, get your strength training, hit your fiber, walk, water, sleep, rest, and every now and then sprinkle a little bit of cardio if needed, if you're not sure. Typically my recommendation is no more than 20-30 minutes thrice a week based on your individual needs, and that's it. That really is the protocol. There is nothing else. Okay, just that's it. You don't need to keep googling and looking and collecting a million recipes from Instagram when you know you'll never use it. Okay, so I've done that. I have like so many recipes and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make that. Oh yeah, I should make that. I never do. I'm making sai bhaji right now. I'm making this tofu right now. Oh, by the way I'm gonna do my tofu is ginger, garlic, bell peppers, and then do a little Asian dressing of soy sauce, a little bit of teriyaki or one of the other sauces that I have, and then a little lemon and a little bit of maybe honey if I need. But that's how I'm going to be seasoning it. All right. So I hope this was useful. Let me know if you have any questions. And ladies, this walk of 15 minutes, for those of you who enthusiastically said, I am in, I'd like to hear from you. There's a reason we do these little habits. It helps maintain consistency. Most importantly, it tests you. It tests you to make sure that you're taking time out to take care of yourself and getting that walk in and getting that alone time for about 15 minutes outdoors, because it's good for your mental health, right? And get that vitamin D. All right, have a good one, and I will talk to you later. All right, bye.